everybody, and welcome to Live at 4. Brady Mallory is with us for one more day. Thank you for your help this week.
Hey, I'm like a bad cold. I linger.
No. It's been great to have you aboard, and Mark will be back on Monday. Here's what's making news on this Friday. Today was almost the hottest day of the year, and to top it off, we got some rain as well. Austin will have the forecast in just a little bit.
The MFAM Championship kicked off this morning. Our Zach Hanley is live with a first day update.
And today, the Wisconsin Supreme Court declared local public health departments do not have the power to close schools for any type of outbreak. So who does? Our Amanda Quintana has that story. Let's take a look outside today. Not everybody saw the rain, but here at the west side of Madison, we got a pretty good rainfall.
Yeah, welcome rain for some, and no, some pretty clouds out there.
Those are the weather words. Let's go to Austin Kopnitsky. He is on the pad. It's not raining right now, but did that just make everything stickier, Austin?
Well, you're saying that, but I actually had to go grab the umbrella just before I went on camera right now because I'm starting to actually see some more rainfall. So let's get this up and get this forecast rolling. Live look in Madison right now. Lots of cloud cover overhead, but that's in the Madison area. We're seeing those rain showers as well. You take a peek here at our high-resolution radar, and that is showing even some pretty good-looking thunderstorms as of right now. Quite a bit of some thunder and lightning. Heavy downpours are also a possibility, and we have heard some reports of hail. This storm was a little bit stronger not too long ago. Hopefully, we can keep decreasing that intensity. But you take a look at our 3-hour precipitation, and that is only showing some of us seeing the rainfall. Some of us even between around 1 and 2 inches of rainfall here today so far, while other communities have seen nothing but sunshine and those warmer than average temperatures. But then you take a peek back here, and again, we are seeing that development of the showers and storms. We saw our first round down around Janesville earlier today. Now we're starting to see another line of showers and storms developing pretty much from Wisconsin Dells through Madison and even the Monroe area. Temperatures, you can see where there is rain-cooled air. It's starting to feel quite a bit chillier outside here compared to what it was just an hour ago in Madison, now falling to 78 degrees as of right now. But our dew points, they're still in the mid to upper 60s, so it is still a very muggy day outside. We still have more showers and storms that could potentially pop up later on today, but find out when. I'll have another update coming soon.
All right, we'll check back in a little while. Austin, thank you. Well, nearly 90-degree weather and some rain, not a great combination for a golf tournament, but despite the weather challenges, the AmFam Championship teed off this morning at University Ridge Golf Course in Verona.
Our sports director, Zach Hanley, has been there since 9 a.m. There we go. How are things going on the green, Zach?
Well, it's wet and it's sticky right now. I kind of feel like I'm stealing Austin's thunder, but the play is currently in a weather delay. They're going to finish it once this system passes. Wow, system. I must be a meteorologist today. But the theme earlier today was high heat, low scores. Steve Stricker closed his round on 18 with a birdie. He's 2 under. Jerry Kelly even better. He's currently second, 1 shot off the lead. Now the heat didn't look like it affected them, but boy, was it hot.
Ooh, is it hot? Yeah, it's this is August weather in Wisconsin. You know, like on 18 there with all the stands around there, there's no breeze whatsoever. So it was very hot at times, and then the wind would kick up, and you'd be like, "Wow!" Like the air conditioning unit turned on. So it was extremely hot.
Steve Stricker, it did not feel like the AC was on when it was blowing. And coming up at 5, hear why this place is Jerry Kelly's happy place, guys.
All right, Zach, have fun out there. Thanks so much. Well, plenty of lawns across Madison are starting to look a little brown due to the lack of rain, but city officials are asking people to limit the amount of watering you're doing to try to keep things green. The city's water utility put out a notice this afternoon asking all of us to voluntarily limit outdoor water use due to the pressure that the hot, dry weather is putting on the city's water supply. The city recommends avoiding watering during midday heat because more water will evaporate in the middle of the day. And they also suggest watering earlier in the day when it's a little cooler and using a timed sprinkler that shuts off automatically to avoid excess waste. Just in time for this hot weather, the Goodman Pool opened for the season today. Goodman's Jewelers paid for the first 500 kids to get into the pool when it opened for the season at noon today. Now, there are a couple of adjustments this season to take note of. You'll need to arrive ready to swim because the lockers and the changing areas at the pool are closed. Pack a chair. Deck chairs are not provided this year, and there is no food or beverages allowed to be brought inside the pool area, but picnics can be enjoyed in the park outside of the pool gates.
Ooh, looks like a nice day out there. Well, G7 leaders and their spouses wrapped up day one of this year's summit with a dinner hosted by the British royal family. The three-day meeting marks the first time the leaders of these countries have seen each other face to face since before the pandemic, which was at the top of their agenda. The group will also discuss climate change and the post-pandemic economic recovery.
We need to make sure that as we recover, we level up across our societies and we build back better. There is the potential to generate many, many millions of high-wage, high-skill jobs.
The summit pledged to donate more than 1 billion vaccines by the end of next summer, with half coming from the U.S.
Dr. Jill Biden met Prince William's wife, Kate Middleton, for the first time today on the sidelines of the G7 summit in England. The two stopped by a school in southern England where they took part in some English lessons. They even fed some carrots to the class animals, some adorable bunnies. At the end, they both spoke on the importance of education at an early age.
Early childhood education is so important to lay the foundation for all of our students.
Ultimately, my hope is that we change the way we think about early childhood, really for generations to come, and I'm committed to this for the long term.
While the visit was brief, the two hope their efforts will help kids blossom. The First Lady says she's looking forward to meeting Queen Elizabeth when she travels with the president to Windsor Castle on Sunday.
Anger is growing among some Democrats over revelations former President Trump's Justice Department subpoenaed Apple for account information belonging to Democratic Congressmen Adam Schiff and Eric Swalwell, as well as aides, family members, and even a minor. The DOJ, led by then Attorney General Jeff Sessions, received metadata from Apple and an unnamed company in 2017 and 2018 as they looked into who was behind leaks of classified information early in the Trump administration. Although the metadata did not tie any committee members to the leaks, Sessions' successor, Bill Barr, revived the investigation in 2019.
I think there needs to be an internal investigation within the Department of Justice. I would like to know, we've asked the Justice Department, was this just going after Democrats?
A senior advisor to former President Trump had no comment when asked whether Mr. Trump knew or ordered subpoenas of the phone records. Both Apple and the Department of Justice have not issued a comment on the matter either. A state Supreme Court ruling today won't change the past, but it could have a big impact on future health risks in schools.
The 4-3 decision ruled against Public Health Madison-Dane County. The justices said the agency violated the Constitution by closing all schools during the pandemic. Amanda Quintana tells us why public health is worried about more than just COVID. Amanda?
Well, you might be thinking school is done or just about, and coronavirus is on its way out too. So why does this decision even matter? Public Health says you need to think beyond COVID. The ruling means local public health departments don't have the power to close schools for any type of outbreak. That power instead belongs to the State Department of Health Services. The decision also protects religious schools, saying they can't be forced to close either. This is a big win for the conservative law firm Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty.
The plaintiffs in this case said, look, in-person instruction with all the appropriate safeguards is necessary for us to fulfill our religious mission as a school.
Public Health Madison and Dane County released a statement today saying in part this ruling means that under the statute we're no longer able to contain a measles, pertussis or flu outbreak in a school. This ruling impedes our ability to respond to any disease that might impact students, teachers and school staff and impacts family and friends beyond the walls of the school. So is there a legitimate concern that public health departments won't be able to close schools in the future? I asked a doctor's perspective and we'll share his thoughts at 5.
Thanks, Amanda. Well, planning the birth of a child can be exciting, but planning for triplets, well, that takes a lot of preparation, especially when you find out one of them has a critical heart condition. Well, that's exactly what happened to one Madison couple. At 20 weeks pregnant, doctors at UW Health told the couple that one of their newborns would have a life-changing surgery soon after he was born.
Two big arteries that come out of the heart were switched. You're going to recirculate blue blood into the body and red blood back into the lungs, which really you can't live that way.
Well, tonight at 6, our Jamie Perez shares the heartfelt journey the family went through and how the triplets are doing today.
Beginning today, more than 2,500 dogs representing 209 breeds will hit the green carpet for the 145th Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show. COVID delayed the show a few months and also shifted the venue this year. But now this Sunday, one prized pooch will be crowned Best in Show. The Westminster Dog Show has been held in New York City since its inception, but for the first time in its history, the show will take place at the historic Lyndhurst Estate in Tarrytown, New York. And this year's show will also be the first dog show to be held outdoors.
The Lyndhurst Estate actually has a very long history of dog shows. There were dog shows held here for 30 years in the 70s and 80s and early 90s.
There are 4 new breeds this year: the Barbet, the Belgian Laekenois, the Beaver, and the Dogo Argentino. They'll join the AKC recognized breeds and make their Westminster Dog Show debut this weekend. We have a dog in the studio right now.
Not quite Westminster, but it's our own version.
That's Jamie Perez's dog, Raven.
Hi.
Oh, what a good girl. You're Best in Show in our book.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Dogs always make everybody happier.
Oh, yeah, look at our smiles.
Still to come tonight on Live at 4, a man biking from Minneapolis to Florida to help save lives.
We'll introduce you to Bob Falkenberg and how you can match his effort right after the break.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Try our new scented oils for freshness that lasts, crafted to give you amazingly natural smelling fragrances day after day for up to 60 days. Give us one plug for freshness that lasts.
Never seen anything like it.
Garnier Brightening Serum Cream.
I'm obsessed with vitamin C. One product and it does it all. Yay, yes, yes.
Garnier Brightening Serum Cream. Already more than 1,000 5-star reviews by Garnier, naturally.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I'm craving something we're missing. The ceramides in CeraVe. They help restore my natural barrier so I can lock in moisture. We've got to have each other's backs.
CeraVe, now the #1 dermatologist recommended skincare brand.
Try our new scented oils for freshness that lasts, crafted to give you amazingly natural smelling fragrances day after day for up to 60 days. Give us one plug for freshness that lasts.
Hi, I'm Coach Jordan with Anytime Fitness, and I've got a question for you. What is your fitness goal? Have you been able to reach it? If not, I've got the perfect solution for you. It's our 6-week Summer Transformation Challenge. During the 6 weeks, you'll receive personal training designed for any fitness level, an easy-to-use meal plan for optimal results, and your very own coach to provide you with the accountability you need. Now is the time. Limited spots are available, so stop by Anytime Fitness to reserve yours today.
The legendary DR Trimmer Mower does it all. These machines are built to take a beating. DR gets the job done right.
Go online to drtrimmer.com to request your free product catalog. DR Trimmer mowers are now on sale and free shipping is in effect. Hurry, this offer won't last. That's drtrimmer.com.
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow that is critical when achieving an erection. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office with no pills, no needles, no surgery, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Peak Performance for Men today.
For the pets you love, well, you gotta get down to Mounds Pet Food Warehouse, where your Tyler goes to help so many pets in town. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse. And don't forget your free Mounds candy bar.
Welcome back. This weekend, racing fans will have a chance to see the Superstar Racing Experience. It's a new event debuting on CBS that aims to rival NASCAR.
Well, and it turns out the steering wheel itself has an unlikely connection to the Catholic Church. Our reporter visited the specialized company in northern Italy that makes steering wheels and embroidery for popes.
What do 200-mile-an-hour race cars have in common with the 2,000-year-old Catholic Church? Well, it's all in the stitching. The stitching of handmade steering wheels and the stitching of popes' hats. Gianni Anzi manages NPI, a company that makes bespoke steering wheels here outside Verona, Italy.
So this is all handmade. Tutto fatto a mano.
First, the base is forged in aluminum and covered in custom leather. This one to mark a race on the 4th of July.
Now, this may seem like a small part of the car, but when you consider this is where the driver's skill comes in direct contact with the machine, every tiny detail here packs a huge punch on the track.
And a huge punch in the Catholic Church. You see, each steering wheel is embroidered by husband and wife duo Rosanna Castagna and Armando Benini. Their list of clients stretches from NASCAR all the way to the Vatican.
So you made this for the Pope?
Sí. Both John Paul II and Benedict XVI, not to mention dozens of cardinals, have worn their embroidered vestments, from papal hats called mitres to the stole worn around the collar. No matter the client, holy or more down-to-earth, Armando and Rosanna always pay obsessive attention to detail. You have to be crazy to do this work, he says. We don't do it for the money. We do it just to see if it's possible.
When you see your work speeding across racetracks on TVs across the world, that must be really satisfying.
That's true, says Armando. I may be an old man, but I'm in love with my work as if I were a little boy. Chris Livesay, CBS News.
A new Consumer Reports investigation finds more than a third of consumers found errors on their credit reports. Out of the nearly 6,000 people Consumer Reports surveyed, more than 1/3 had at least one error on their credit report. These are errors that, if not fixed, could impact the consumer's credit score, and that impact could affect other areas of the consumer's financial life.
We all know that credit reports are used to determine the interest rate that a person can get on a loan. Credit reports are also referenced in quite a few employment decisions. They can keep people from getting a job.
Consumer Reports is calling on the credit bureaus to ensure that credit reports are accurate and easy to obtain. During the pandemic, credit bureaus are allowing consumers to get a free copy of their credit report every week through April 20th of 2022, not just annually as they've done in the past. Stocks shook off a wobbly day of trading and ended modestly higher on Wall Street this Friday, giving the S&P 500 its third weekly gain in a row. The Dow gained 13 points, the Nasdaq was up 49, and the S&P closed 8 points higher. Well, most of us, of course, go on bike rides for fun, but for one man, it's actually a matter of life and death.
Bob Falkenberg is riding from Minneapolis all the way to Florida, and that's a roughly 1,472-mile trip. Can you imagine? Well, he's doing that to get your attention, and he says you don't have to bike that far, but there's a different way you can match his effort.
I've got everything in my handlebar bag that I need to have ready access to.
Bob Falkenberg always has a lot of miles ahead of him, so he knows how to pack light.
Things like my jacket, my rain jacket, a towel.
And you could say he already has plenty of baggage from the miles behind him.
Big picture, I'm just really happy to be alive.
And that's what keeps him moving forward.
Yeah, that's always a special thing.
Falkenberg and Paul Westrick are riding through Madison. Next stop, Milwaukee. This is far from Falkenberg's first ride. He's pedaled about 50,000 miles ever since a big roadblock 12 years ago.
I was fine one day. The next day, I had a huge spike in my blood pressure, which got me into the emergency room.
It was leukemia.
And I was doing inpatient chemo within a week.
Several chemo treatments later, doctors gave him a bone marrow transplant to heal his body, but his spirit was unstoppable.
I just decided that there's only two things that were really within my control, and I decided to focus on those two things, and that's my attitude and the physical condition that I'm in when I get out the other end of this.
Falkenberg is now in remission, which brings us to now. He bikes through the U.S. to raise awareness and money for Be the Match, a marrow donor program. That's how he met Westrick in Middleton.
You don't expect to get news about a life-threatening illness, and so it's kind of a gut check to see what you're made of.
Westrick lives with the incurable blood cancer, multiple myeloma. A stem cell transplant 17 years ago and various treatments keep the cancer at bay. And now, he wants to pay it forward.
So anything that I can do to have fun biking and recruit other people to this and raise awareness about Be the Match and services like that for cancer patients is fulfilling to me.
Falkenberg says it's pretty quick and easy to become a marrow donor, and there's no such thing as too many on the list.
There's 23 million people on the registry currently, but not all ethnic groups are represented equally, and there's a very great need for Black and African American donors because right now they only have about a 23% chance of finding a donor on the registry.
The ride to Florida is long.
I know I'm going to South Georgia, where it's going to be a long ways between water stops.
However, Falkenberg doesn't bat an eye at the thousands of miles behind him. Instead, he and Westrick are thankful.
Good to be alive.
To have so much more road ahead.
I want to be able to, show patients going through this that, yeah, I mean, it takes some hard work, but you can get through this and life will be good.
And you can follow along with Bob on this trip and learn more about being a marrow donor. You can go to the story on channel3000.com. And we found out he's in Ohio right now.
Yeah, in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Made it to Cleveland already. Now, when do they expect to get to Florida?
About July. Can you, I can't imagine riding that far and in this heat, but it's for a good cause.
Yeah,
so.
Godspeed, guys. We wish you good luck and good weather.
Yeah.
Keep us posted on how they're doing.
Yeah, very nice people.
Well, we're just days away from The Late Show with Stephen Colbert returning to the historic Ed Sullivan Theater.
We'll show you how the team is getting ready for Monday. Next up on Live at 4.
Advanced non-small cell lung cancer can change everything, but your first treatment could be a chemo-free combination of 2 immunotherapies that works differently. It could mean a chance to live longer. Opdivo plus Yervoy is for adults newly diagnosed with non-small cell lung cancer that is spread, test positive for PD-L1, and does not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene. It is the only FDA-approved combination of 2 immunotherapies. Opdivo plus Yervoy equals a chance for more starry nights, more sparkly days, more sunny mornings. Opdivo and Yervoy can cause your immune system to harm healthy parts of your body during and after treatment. These problems can be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have a cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, constipation, severe stomach pain, nausea or vomiting, dizziness, fainting, eye problems, extreme tiredness, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain, flushing or fever. These are not all the possible side effects. Problems can occur together and more often when Opdivo is used with Yervoy. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems, if you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant or received chest radiation. Here's to a chance to live longer. Ask your doctor about chemo-free Opdivo plus Yervoy. Thank you to all those in our clinical trials.
I'm so glad you're okay, Sergeant Houston. This is Sam with USAA. Do you see the tow truck?
Yes, thank you. That was fast.
Sergeant Houston never expected this to happen, or that her grandpa's dog tags would be left behind. But that one call got her a tow and rental, paid her claim, and we even pulled a few strings, making it easy to make things right. That's what we're made for. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for. Get a quote today.
Angie's List is now Angie, and it's easier than ever to get your projects done right. With Angie, you can connect with top pros and see ratings and reviews. And when you book and pay through Angie, you're covered by our happiness guarantee. Check out Angie.com today. Angie, and done.
Overwhelmed by the ups and downs of frequent mood swings of bipolar 1? Ask about Vraylar. Some medicines only treat the lows or highs. Vraylar effectively treats depression, acute manic, or mixed episodes of bipolar 1 in adults. Full spectrum relief for all bipolar 1 symptoms with just one pill once a day. Elderly patients with dementia-related psychosis have an increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor about unusual changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may mean a life-threatening reaction, or uncontrollable muscle movements, which may be permanent. Side effects may not appear for several weeks. High cholesterol and weight gain and high blood sugar, which can lead to coma or death, may occur. Movement dysfunction, sleepiness, and stomach issues are common side effects. And you can pay as little as $0 if eligible for your first 2 prescriptions. When bipolar 1 overwhelms, Vraylar helps smooth the ups and downs.
Take a look at this. Oh, buddy, Kennedy is in tears, and her little sister Ella couldn't be happier. Okay, here's what happened. Mom let Kennedy draw to distract her while she put the groceries away. And this was the scene when she finished. Kennedy not only drew all over herself, all over her little sister as well, but the best part is Ella's smile as she finds the whole situation hysterical. I can't, when she gets older, this is going to be such a hilarious story.
I mean, who hasn't drawn on their siblings before?
Oh, buddy, she's so cute. Wow, well, Austin, that rain was really good to see today. We could use a lot more.
We could definitely use some more rainfall, and we even have another chance to see another round of showers or storms here for a lot of areas. Some people seeing them right now. So where are we currently seeing those showers and storms on the radar, and what's to be expected here for the rest of our evening and the nighttime hours? I will have a detailed look coming up right after the break.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
What can I do with less asthma? With Dupixent, I can do more yard work, teamwork, long walks.
Hi, Tim.
Game on! That's how you do more with Dupixent, which helps prevent asthma attacks. Dupixent's not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma that can improve lung function or better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. It can reduce or even eliminate oral steroids. And here's something important. Dupixent can cause serious allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis. Get help right away if you have rash, shortness of breath, chest pain, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection, and don't change or stop your asthma treatments, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Are you ready to do more with less asthma? Hey, come on. Just ask your asthma specialist about Dupixent.
Here's the newest spin on Wisconsin Lottery scratch games. It's Gold Rush. The $5 number match game offers over 52,000 prizes that triple. That's over $1.9 million in tripled prizes and top prizes of $60,000. Instant scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. Odds are you'll like them.
A nursing home promises to care for our parents as cherished loved ones. But if your parents have been injured in a nursing home, we can help. Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
Habitat for Humanity of Dane County continues building and bringing stability to families through homeownership. As area families experience hardships, Habitat provides a pathway to financial security and independence. Strengthen our community. Support Habitat Dane County.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Hello and
everyone. Welcome back. I am glad to be in the studio right now because outside we're starting to see those showers and thunderstorms really rolling through. Here's another look at our WISC TV Skycam right now where again we have some of that heavy cloud cover. We saw the rain here not too long ago. It does look like at least here at our station we're at least briefly lightening things up. But we did see those lower to mid 90s for a lot of communities here for today. Now a lot of that has actually cooled back down because of what we like to call rain cooled air. But the humidity, that's going to stick around for the rest of today and tonight, eventually dropping off here for tomorrow. But then we actually are falling into a dry pattern afterwards. So we really are going to start to dry things out starting on Sunday. Most of the following week does look to stay dry, but we still do need the rainfall. Severe weather outlook here for today. We are still under that marginal risk. This is what we're going to watch out for. This is our main concern here for the rest of today moving forward. We're only expecting a possibility for a pop-up shower or thunderstorm that could end up becoming severe. We did end up seeing one not too long ago here in the northwestern part of Dane County, and then that has since been allowed to expire. But as of right now, we're still seeing that decent line of showers and thunderstorms continuing to move generally from west to east. And then taking a closer peek here, we're even seeing a little bit of some hail in some spots. Again, quite a bit of some thunder and lightning right now. The Madison area starting to at least dry things out for some areas there. But you take a look at our 3-hour precipitation. This is what we mean whenever we are looking at hit and miss showers and thunderstorms. Not all of us are seeing the rainfall here for today. Plenty of dry areas still out there. So again, these aren't going to be widespread showers and thunderstorms, but we are looking at some even decent rainfall rates whenever we do see those showers and thunderstorms moving through. Now, our future track is going to show a little bit of a break period here over the next few hours once we clear out what we currently have, and then another round of showers and storms now looking pretty decently likely to move down south into our communities. If it holds on, we could see a little bit more rainfall. So that's what we're watching out for. Most of this should clear out in the overnight hours, but there is still a potential to see another shower or storm in the morning hours for tomorrow. And then in the afternoon, again, another here, just about a slight chance to see another round of showers and storms tomorrow in the afternoon. Most areas will stay dry tomorrow. Now, our drought monitor is showing still a moderate drought phase. We are in desperate need of this rainfall. It'd be nice if we could see a little bit more consistent rainfall because right afterwards, we're going to dry things right back out. We're not looking at major rain chances here in the extended forecast. In fact, we're really drying things out. Notice how on our temperatures, however, we can see where there has been rain-cooled air. Wisconsin Dells, 71 degrees as of right now, but our dew points are still extremely elevated, so it does still feel pretty muggy outside, unfortunately. In areas that haven't seen the rainfall, Lone Rock, well, it's 96 degrees as of right now. Those warmer than average temperatures are going to stick around here for quite some time, so do keep that in mind. We're also looking at some air quality advisories here in some of our eastern communities. But your weekend forecast, that's going to show the mid to upper 80s. A rain chance here for tomorrow morning, but we generally do dry things out here for most of our Saturday. Speaking of dry conditions, though, that's going to be the case for most of this next week. Lots of sunshine as well, but temperatures do look to cool down, especially towards the middle portion of next week. I'm circling Tuesday. Low humidity, 81 degrees, sunshine.
It'll feel like 60.
It will feel like 60 out there.
Best
that's right.
Tuesday ever.
Will this rain make any kind of a dent in the drought, or probably not?
If we saw more widespread rainfall, it really would help us out, but there are still going to be some communities that are struggling even after today.
Yeah, tough to see. Thanks, Austin.
All right, thank you, Austin.
Well, tomorrow marks the 40th anniversary of Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's been that long?
I know. You just read my mind. I was just going to say that. Rick Damigella talked with a pair of its cast members about a new home video release of the classic film.
Indiana Jones!
Let her go. The Indiana Jones 4-movie collection preserves the film series in 4K Ultra HD resolution for the 40th anniversary of Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Who knows? In 1,000 years, even you may be worth something.
I can't say that it feels like 40 years at all. It feels like yesterday. It's strange that things that really work, like Raiders, and things that had their own life and have taken off, for some reason, they're always with you. They stay with you.
It was this amazing, amazing adventure and experience, both in the film that we were creating, but also the actual experience of making this film was, for me, extraordinary. My dress, that white dress that I wear, turned out it was highly flammable, and there's fire everywhere. So we had people with fire extinguishers on both sides of the set, waiting for me to go up, and 6,000 snakes.
Indiana Jones, adieu.
I don't think he thought of himself as being a villain. And I don't think Harrison necessarily, Indiana thought of himself as a villain. They were both doing their job, and their job for them, archaeology, is about history. And this is history, as I keep saying during the film.
I'm going after that truck. Oh, I don't know. I'm making this up as I go.
In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damagella.
And we wanted to let you know we have a severe thunderstorm warning we want to talk about. Let's go right to Austin.
Yeah, we were talking about that possibility. To see the increased chances here for strong to severe thunderstorms. Now we actually have one in Dane County as well as Dodge and Jefferson counties. Now this is going to expire here at 5:15 p.m. Right now we're looking at 1-inch hail potential and wind speeds up to around 60 miles per hour. So that's right around Lake Mills, Waterloo, and just north of the Oakland area. Taking a peek at what we're looking at here with our radar, a pretty quickly developing system, and this is a possibility with the high heat and humidity. So we're going to continue to keep you posted as these storms continue to develop.
All right, Austin, thank you so much. When we come back, when Live at 4 continues, we're going to take a sneak peek at Stephen Colbert's as he gets ready to reopen the theater.
And next up at 5, our Naomi Coles takes a look at a family that waited a year to get their unemployment claim after she started asking the state some questions.
A great night's sleep starts on a new mattress from Steinhoffels. Right now, get a Beauty Rest Queen mattress for the price of a twin. Queens start at just $399. Or upgrade to a Beauty Rest Black and get $200 in Steinhoffels cash. Queen mattresses start at $21.99. And adjustable bases start at $8.99. Plus, with Steinhoffels special financing and free delivery, you save even more. Only at Steinhoffels and Steinhoffels.com.
If your dry eye symptoms keep coming back, inflammation in your eye might be to blame.
Looks like a great day for achy, burning eyes.
Over-the-counter eye drops typically work by lubricating your eyes and may provide temporary relief.
Ha! These drops probably won't touch me.
Xiidra works differently, targeting inflammation that can cause dry eye disease.
What is that? Xiidra? No!
It can provide lasting relief.
Oh.
Xiidra is the only FDA-approved non-steroid treatment specifically for the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. 1 drop in each eye, twice a day. Don't use if you're allergic to Xiidra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort, or blurred vision when applied to the eye, and unusual taste sensation. Don't touch container tip to your eye or any surface. After using Xiidra, wait 15 minutes before reinserting contacts.
Got any room in your eye?
Talk to an eye doctor about twice daily Xiidra.
I'd prefer you didn't.
Xiidra. Not today, dry eye.
Some days, you just don't have it. Not my uncle, though. He's taking Trulicity for his type 2 diabetes. And now, he's really on his game.
Once weekly Trulicity lowers your A1C by helping your body release the insulin it's already making. Most people reached an A1C under 7%. Plus, Trulicity can lower your risk of cardiovascular events. It can also help you lose up to 10 pounds. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. Show your world what's truly inside. Ask your doctor about once weekly Trulicity.
Tonight at 5, a hot start to Madison's biggest golf tournament, how the heat is impacting this year's American Family Insurance Golf Championship.
Our best chances for showers and thunderstorms will be tonight. The weather will be warm this weekend, but as the humidity leaves, so does the chance for rain. My forecast at 5.
And ahead at 6, after waiting for months for pandemic-related unemployment payments, a local family finally getting some answers and some assistance. Their story tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
Is a live look at the Ed Sullivan Theater in New York City, where The Late Show is about to return.
A lot of excitement. The wait is almost over, everyone. Stephen Colbert returns Monday to host The Late Show in front of a live audience at the Ed Sullivan Theater.
It's been more than a year since that last happened. Michael George has more on what viewers can expect.
The covers are off at the Ed Sullivan Theater as the crew of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert gets ready for Monday's return in front of a live audience.
I would characterize Stephen's feelings as nervous excitement. Excited to be back with people and genuinely nervous that he won't fit into his suits.
Chris Licht is The Late Show's executive producer.
I am curious as to what the emotions will be for everybody. Like, what's Stephen's actual emotion going to be when he stands here? What's the audience emotion going to be?
It's been more than a year since the pandemic forced the show to leave the theater.
Is it true? I heard you say
Colbert did more than 200 episodes remotely.
Hey, everybody!
Including from his bathtub.
It was a strange and scary year, but if I had to be alone, I'm glad it was with you.
As part of the return, all staff and crew will be tested for COVID on a regular basis. And all of the roughly 450 audience members will have to show proof they've been vaccinated against COVID-19. Masks will be optional. Still, there are some things that have yet to be worked out.
There's like genuine questions about, well, can they shake hands? Can you shake hands with a guest?
We'll find out Monday. Jon Stewart is scheduled to be Colbert's first guest back in the Ed Sullivan Theater. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
Our Oscar and Grammy Award winner Her will be the musical guest.
We're almost there.
I know. It's a big sign that we're getting back to the way things were.
It really is. When we come back, we'll go backstage with Michael Bruno.
He shows us how the Children's Film Academy of Madison is giving aspiring directors and actors their first opportunities in motion pictures.
Lover, this last year with no live music has left a true void for fans, for musicians, and venues, just like Funk's Pub right here in Fitchburg. We've done a lot of segments lately on the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund, and now there's a new extension of that program, the Crescendo on Wisconsin campaign. Tell us about that, Roy.
Well, it's been a tough year for all Wisconsinites, but specifically the music industry. You know, a year ago, this entire industry shut down. And many of my friends, their revenue went to zero. This fund is designed to help musicians and people in the entertainment business, stagehands, artists, promoters, whoever needs a hand with their energy bills or their rents. They can call the number or click on the link and get help.
So as an artist, how important is it that there's people out there watching out and that have your back as far as the COW campaign?
It's super important. The work that Crescendo in Wisconsin is doing is it's allowing us the opportunity to, I guess, be more selective about what opportunities we take advantage of. We are getting gig offers, but some of them are not necessarily the best or safest opportunities for us, and we don't feel as compelled to have to take those opportunities to keep food on the table or to keep the lights on. So I think what they're doing is really important.
From Funk's Pub in Fitchburg, I'm Emmy Fink, and you're buzzed into Madison.
To be a thriver with metastatic breast cancer means asking for what we want and need, and we need more time. So we want Kisqali. Living longer is possible and proven with Kisqali when taken with a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor in premenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali is a pill that's significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Kisqali is not approved for use with tamoxifen. Ask your doctor about living longer with Kisqali.
Welcome back. Taking a quick peek at our first warn traffic. No major slowdowns right now, but you are seeing some signs of a slowdown here on the Beltline as well as on I-39. So that is what we're really looking out for. But mainly, if you are outdoors, you do need to pay attention, especially to what's going on overhead. As of right now, again, we do have that severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 5:15, and that is going to expire at 5:15. That's for Dane counties, Dodge and Jefferson as well. Main threats, wind speeds of up to 60 miles per hour and 1-inch hail size. Also not out of the question. We're going to continue to monitor this storm, and we will keep you posted, again, throughout the rest of this broadcast and for the rest of the evening and tonight.
Austin, thank you.
Well, the Children's Film Academy of Madison is a nonprofit that helps aspiring actors and directors get that first taste of making motion pictures.
It's pretty cool. Their latest film, Transaster, just completed shooting. And today, Michael Bruno goes backstage talking with the group's coordinator, the 16-year-old Monona Grove Jr. that wrote the play and plays a role in the production as the director.
Put the shirt, wait up.
Is he talking to us?
So, me and my friends were about to go hang out, and he seemed like a cool dude, so. What's your name? Bakari. Yeah. Bakari, right on, Bakari.
Yeah, well, Children's Film Academy is a new organization. We started a year ago, and we pair youth with film professionals to help make their film dreams come true. And it's not just for youth, actually. It's also an opportunity for young professionals or even older professionals that don't have film experience to, get a foot in the door. Because how do you start going down that road if there aren't opportunities to do it, right? And you really learn a lot by being immersed in the experience.
Hey, Leah.
Hey, Sarah. I'm babysitting.
Well, technically, you aren't babysitting because, we're not babies.
He has a point. Fine, I'm your chaperone.
That's more appropriate.
Why don't you...
I was actually an extra in the first film that CFAM produced, Make-A-Wish, and I sort of, Ben was handing out papers and stuff, being like, hey, if you want to write a short film and send me the script, here is my information. So I took one of the sheets of paper and I just sort of sat down at my desk and just let my fingers do the typing, and then 2 days later, I had a script ready and I sent it in. The movie is basically about sticking with your friends even when things get rough. And even if things do happen, you will have people there to support you and be there for you.
They had an opening for a director, so Ben reached out, and I've never directed film before, so this was why not? Let's try it. Let's see how this goes. You do have rehearsals, but once you're filming, that's it. You are on it and you are going, and you have to change things on the fly. You have to account for angles that you're not necessarily used to with live theater. But it was a really great experience, and Ben and CFAM were so welcoming and helpful that it just made it a great experience, not just for me, but for the crew and also for the actors.
And Michael joins us now. What an amazing opportunity to launch a career.
Isn't it just wonderful? I'm always so impressed at our high school students and their capabilities and their abilities. And this is such a great program because we always talk about them doing musicals and doing theaters and plays, but there really isn't a lot of film that's ever really shot in Madison. It's also a big event when Hollywood comes here. And these kids are getting an opportunity to learn all about the film industry. It's a great, great, great project.
Very impressive. Yeah. Michael, where can people see this film and learn more about the organization?
If you go to their website for the Children's Film Academy of Madison, it hasn't been released yet because they're still in post-production. Okay. But several of their other films have been making the circuit, and those are already on their website as well. So you can see some of the work they've already done. And Dan's will be ready. They didn't give me a final day, but we'll circle back once it has actually had its premiere, and we'll follow up and actually see some clips from the film.
Looking forward to that. All right, let's kick off the weekend, guys. You ready? 3, 2, 1. It's Friday! Hi, Jim. You guys will be back soon. Have a great weekend. Stay cool.
You too.
We'll be right back.
No more Freon for your AC. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
Some days, you just don't have it. Not my uncle, though. He's taking Trulicity for his type 2 diabetes. And now, he's really on his game.
Once weekly Trulicity lowers your A1C by helping your body release the insulin it's already making. Most people reached an A1C under 7%. Plus, Trulicity can lower your risk of cardiovascular events. It can also help you lose up to 10 pounds. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. Show your world what's truly inside. Ask your doctor about once weekly Trulicity.
McGann Furniture in Baraboo has a question for you. Have you ever bought a piece of furniture in a box and then had to put it together yourself? We know it's not fun. At McGann's, everything is professionally inspected and assembled before pickup or delivery. Goodbye headaches, and there's no extra charge for assembly. And remember, at McGann's, we don't inflate prices only to mark them down for a sale. Stop in soon and discover the difference. You'll be glad you did. McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo.
Saturday morning, we are answering the call for action against contractor scams. And Austin shares how hot it will be in our weekend forecast. Join us Saturday morning at 5 and at 8.
An insurance battle kept a woman with a serious case of COVID-19 from getting the care she needed. But a call for action changed everything.
What do you think changed their mind? Well, I think you, for one.
Leah Lynchard catches up with this family on their road to recovery. Monday on News 3 Now at 10.
And welcome back. Now, that severe thunderstorm warning that was for East Central Dane County, Northwestern Jefferson County, and Southwestern Dodge County, that has expired early. So no longer under that severe thunderstorm warning. But here's a look at where these storms are generally tracking. They are currently heading off to the east, out of our area. But that doesn't mean that we're out of the woods here for today. We still do have that possibility to see another shower or storm, another round of showers or storms here for some people. So do keep that in mind. Now that we're starting to dry things up, doesn't necessarily mean we could stay dry for the rest of today, but it's going to get nice and toasty again tomorrow, but not quite as humid. Make sure you stay tuned. We'll be right back after the break.
It's time to breathe easier with a professional air duct deep cleaning from Stanley Steamer. We remove the dirt hidden deep inside your ducts, helping you get back to a cleaner and healthier home. Call 1-800-STEAMER today.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
For the pets you love, well, you gotta get down. And don't forget your Free Mounds candy bar!
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
Overwhelmed by the ups and downs of frequent mood swings of bipolar 1? Ask about Vraylar. Some medicines only treat the lows or highs. Vraylar effectively treats depression, acute manic, or mixed episodes of bipolar 1 in adults. Full spectrum relief for all bipolar 1 symptoms with just one pill once a day. Elderly patients with dementia-related psychosis have an increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor about unusual changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may mean a life-threatening reaction, or uncontrollable muscle movements, which may be permanent. Side effects may not appear for several weeks. High cholesterol and weight gain and high blood sugar, which can lead to coma or death, may occur. Movement dysfunction, sleepiness, and stomach issues are common side effects. And you can pay as little as $0 if eligible for your first 2 prescriptions. When bipolar 1 overwhelms, Vraylar helps smooth the ups and downs.
At Stanley Steamer, we love homes. It's why we started cleaning them over 70 years ago and why we still continue today. Whatever home means to you, we're ready when you are to make sure your space is clean and that you and the ones you care about most are safe.
Welcome back. Louie and Oliver are relaxing at home with Mark today, but they did find time to dig up the top animal stories of the week.
Yeah. Hey, Mark. I hope you're doing well. Well, lucky for us, here's this week's edition of the News Hounds.
Here's the News Hounds, Louie and Oliver, with their World News Roundup.
This week on the News Hounds, a white wallaby.
It's a dog day afternoon in Italy.
And some unwelcome visitors.
But first, a baby Linnaeus's two-toed sloth is one of the newest residents of the Brevard Zoo in Florida. Video and photos shared by the zoo show the yet-to-be-named baby being held and fed by the animal care staff. The little one is receiving specialized care after its mother, Tango, wasn't interested in looking after the baby sloth. The newborn is bottle-fed goat's milk around the clock and has been given a variety of stuffed animals it can hold because sloths at this age would typically cling to their mothers.
Take a look at this. A rare snow white wallaby was born in a Russian zoo. The little Joey girl was named Elisa, and according to zoo officials, she's healthy and enjoying attention from workers and visitors alike. Elisa's brother was born with normal dark gray pigmentation. Both Elisa and her brother were recently moved to an open-air enclosure within the zoo because they're old enough now to endure the ever-changing Russian weather.
Beaches near Rome, Italy have reopened to the public for the first time since the lockdown. And Bow Beach is an area where families can come with their dogs and roam free, allowing them to run on the beach without being tied to a leash. Visitors say it has a welcoming atmosphere, allowing them to soak up some sun while also allowing their dogs to have some freedom they rarely can enjoy at the beach. The dogs have to be vetted to make sure they're safe around other dogs, and reservations are required. The slogan for the beach is to be free and happy. Watching these pups, that's pretty obvious.